Hello there, fellow pilots. This is Black Hellhound once again, and I have an amazing clip for you guys. And this clip is not amazing because I get all the kills, or because I get a lot of quick kills, or because I fly good, but because of one guy in my team. His name is God's Hammer. Almost every kill I get it because of him. He sets up the kills perfectly. Now the first one, which is a head-on, the reason why I take this head-on is because I know I can take it. I know I can win it. Why? First of all, God is behind him, so that meteor cannot take too many risks. Now the second reason is because that meteor has been critically damaged before, which means I know that he cannot turn properly, and I make use of it, as you can see right there. By turning into him just before the head-on, he does not have the chance to turn to me, which gives me the perfect opportunity to shoot his pilot. Now the second meteor, F4, has the perfect energy, capabilities and advantages he needs to kill me. But he is doing something stupid. He's going in a dive right in front of me. Now if it wasn't for my rudder, I could have had this guy. Now unfortunately I don't, but that's no big deal. He is going after, guess what? God's hammer. That's not bad. God's hammer's already low. He has been diving for quite a while, so he has a lot of speed. This meteor still needs to get it, just like me. But although he's gaining on hammer, he's not actually catching up enough to kill him. This gives me the opportunity to close the gap. As you can see here, I'm very slowly catching up, and then he does this, which ruined his day. If he would have continued in a straight line, then there is no way I could have killed him, and this is where he goes wrong. He makes a loop. Now if my aim would have been a little bit better, I would have had him here. Unfortunately, I don't. But then he makes another mistake. Instead of diving straight down, which he should have done since he can accelerate better than me in a dive, he makes a turn. At high speeds, the F9F can outturn an F4. Once again giving me the opportunity to kill him. And here goes meteor number 3. Now by this time I think he is an F3, but I check it. I find out that he is indeed an F3. And I dive in behind him, and look at this. Once again, he is following God's hammer. And he's not watching his back. And because he did not watch his back, he died. If he had made a turn here, before I shot, he might have gotten away. But, as you can see, that's clearly not what he did. Straight line, right in front of me. I was faster. No chance. Right now, of course, I thank my teammate because he's doing a great job. He engages the Tempest. Does not really work. Now right now I dive on him, but I see he wants to go head on. I don't accept the head on. I fly away and I make use of my energy. I have a lot more energy. I can maintain my energy a million times better than that guy. So I go in the loop. I know that he almost stalled there in the turn he made just after he started climbing, so there was no way he could have followed me after that loop. Now he's low again. Beautiful. So I'm on his 6, and here we go. Just like the meteor F4, he did something stupid. He started climbing right in front of my guns, and these are big guns, so that did not end well for him. That's 4. All of them thanks to that man. God's hammer really helped me out here. None of those skills would have been mine if that guy was not in the game. I must say, thanks a lot, hammer. Now, right now, the 5th and last guy is missing. We know he has done some ground attack. Tried to look at his profile, but unfortunately the game won't let me. If I could take a look at his profile, I could possibly figure out what he is flying. Exactly what I want to know. If he's an F4, I need to watch out for my altitude. If he is in an F3, then I just need to make sure that I keep a good speed up in case he decides to dive on me. Now we are searching for him, we have no clue where he is, so we just start killing the AI. This is pretty boring, so I'm just gonna skip this part, but I do have another part that I want you guys to see. So, here we are again, I'm landing. The reason why I don't land on the small one is just because out of safety, because I think he's over there somewhere, probably high, when I see a red dot on my radar. Now, unfortunately, I only saw this after I landed, and it's kinda bad. Why? Well, first of all, I die, but I think it's a very cheap way of killing someone. Now, I don't like killing people on the runway, so I avoid it at all times, if possible. I can understand why he does it, though. I'm not gonna blame on him that he's doing things he shouldn't do. I can totally understand why he does it, but I don't like it. So I'm just repairing here, making sure my surroundings are clear, because once again, we do not know where he is, and there is always a chance that he is somewhere in this area. So I am looking around, and as I'm doing this, just waiting to get repaired. Here we go, I get reset. I jump out of my plane to grab some bombs, and at that moment I see a red dot on my radar. I jump in on accident. I get out quickly again to prevent him from killing me. I tell my friend that he's over here, so he will rush himself to our airfield, and I look at the map to see when he's over me, when he's on the other side. This was actually pretty stupid, because at this moment I did not count on the maneuverability of the meteor and the fact that he came out of a dive, which kinda gives me absolutely no time to take off, and he makes use of it. Now he hits me a bit, nothing serious at the moment, but at this moment I just try to get off as soon as I can. Get my gear up, and I start flying in the exact opposite way of where he's coming from. But unfortunately, as you can see, he has too much speed, which unfortunately means that he will kill me. My tail is also damaged, so I'm not very maneuverable, and he kills me. Now I still think this is a cheap way of killing someone, but I can totally understand it. And now I have my friend here. He's alone. I know he's a decent pilot. He managed to evade 2 F4s, 2 F3s, and an Tempest. Now the second F3 of course is the one you're looking at, but I start giving him tips. Why? He's in an F3 and F9, and even though he's good and clearly capable of flying this thing, he makes a few minute mistakes. Not any mistakes that cost him his life, luckily, but still they are mistakes, and if you can give someone tips, that's always good. So he's going after him. He's a lot faster of course because he came out of a dive. The meteor is climbing a bit, turning very smart. Now once again I give him some tips about what to do. I tell him to boom and zoom, make sure he maintains his altitude, Now he makes a loop here, which is a very smart thing to do since he has speed, but as he notices himself, he cannot catch up with him in a turn. So he goes level again, gets his speed back up. Now at this moment I tell him to climb. This F9F has a far superior climb speed. That F3 has no speed. He just made a turn and there's no way he can follow. So as you can see, my teammate here climbs just like he should, turns around, and there we go. He is getting himself ready to dive. Now at this moment I would have dived down already. My teammate decides not to do that, but right now, which is definitely very, very smart. Now the Meteor once again does some evasive maneuvers. He dives, he pulls his plane into a turn. Of course the F9F cannot follow, but he did something stupid there. He started flying level. If he had continued turning, my teammate could not have had him, but he did not, which gave my teammate a beautiful shot. Now of course he took it, and I can only say well done. I hope you guys liked the video and learned a lot. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you liked it and want to know some more tips and tricks. If you have any questions about a specific plane, maneuver, anything, feel free to ask and I'll make a video about it. See you guys later. Good luck, pilots.